Do you want to learn some phrasal verbs that English native speakers actually use? You've come to the right place because today I'm teaching 17 phrasal verbs. Yes, you heard me. 17 phrasal verbs that you'll find super handy and commonly used in everyday English conversations. And make sure you watch to the end for a special quiz to test your phrasal verb knowledge. So let's get into it. Our first phrasal verb is to lay eyes on either someone or something. This usually refers to a situation where someone sees or looks at another person or an object for the very first time. Usually, we English native speakers use it to express our surprise at something, usually in a more positive way, or the shock of seeing something that we've always wanted to see in person for the very first time. For example, I can't believe I finally laid eyes on the Eiffel Tower during my trip to Paris. I can't believe I finally laid my eyes on the Eiffel Tower during my trip to Paris. The next one we have is to think highly of someone or something. This phrasal verb means to admire and respect someone a lot. Usually this is someone that we have followed for a very long time and we really want to be like them, and they are some sort of role model for us. This could be a celebrity, a business person, a sports person, anyone like that who you want to be like or really respect and admire. For example, I've always thought highly of my mentor. Her wisdom is invaluable. I've always thought highly of my mentor. Her wisdom is invaluable. Now let's talk about the phrasal verb to come across. This phrasal verb might seem confusing to a lot of you, maybe referring to walking across somewhere or some sort of physical movement going from one direction to the other. However, that is a trick. Actually, this phrasal verb refers to a situation where you meet someone or find something by chance or an accident that wasn't planned and happened by coincidence. To remember this meaning, you can imagine walking in a park and seeing an old friend you haven't seen in years. So in that situation, you would say, and I couldn't believe it when I came across an old friend at the park. And I couldn't believe it when I came across my old friend in the park. The next phrasal verb is one you might hear a lot in spy movies or crime novels, and that is to take someone out. This phrasal verb means to eliminate or kill someone. Typically, we use this referring to official orders by a government or by a criminal organization, and you can think of it as synonym for to assassinate. For example, the spy had to take out the target to complete the mission. The spy had to take out the target to complete the mission. The next one is to go by, and we use this phrasal verb when referring to the passage of time. It can also be used to describe a vehicle, object, person going by someone. But another way to surprise native speakers is to use it to refer to the passage of time instead. For example, days go by so quickly when you're having fun. Days go by so quickly when you're having fun. The next one is to gather up. We use this phrasal verb when referring to collecting or picking up things and putting them together in a neat pile or in their allotted space in your house, building, or anything like that. For example, the kids on the treasure hunt gathered up all the hidden goodies. The kids on the treasure hunt gathered up all the hidden goodies. The next one is to turn out. This phrasal verb is an interesting one and might not mean what you expect it does. We typically use this to refer to how a situation developed over a period of time. For example, the party turned out to be a huge success. The party turned out to be a huge success. The next one is to ask around. This one is a great one, and it means to ask several people for information or advice about a person, situation, an object, anything like that. For example, I'm going to ask around to find the best bar in the city. I'm going to ask around to find the best bar in the city. The next one is to fill up. This phrasal verb's meaning is more straightforward, and it means to cause a space to become full. This phrasal verb is a great one that you can use today when referring to that feeling you get after you've eaten a lot of food and you don't want any more. For example, my mother's dinners always fill me up. My mother's dinners always fill me up. Next one is to look out. This one means to be vigilant and take notice of your surroundings. For example, look out, a car's coming. Look out, a car's coming. Now, before I move on to the next phrasal verb, if you're someone who wants to accelerate your results in English faster and wants my personalized help in achieving your English language goals and to go from frustrated and limited to super confident and fluent so you can take advantage of all the amazing opportunities that a good level of English provides, then make sure to click the link in the description and first pin comment to apply to work with me to help you achieve your goals. The philosophy of the program is giving you all the tools you need and that weren't taught at school to learn English in the most effective and productive way possible. So if that's something you're interested in, then make sure again to click the link in the description and first pin comment to apply and book a free consultation call to see how I can help you. Now with that out of the way, let's get back to the video. And the next phrasal verb is to come up with. This one is a more creative one and it refers to the process of thinking up something new or to produce something. Typically, we use this to refer to an original idea. That's to say something that only that person could think of. For example, she always comes up with brilliant ideas for our projects. She always comes up with brilliant ideas for our projects.
I mean, here I am staying up all night killing myself trying to come up with activities for our 4th of July camping trip, but you won't let me think!
What? I come up with cute nicknames, unlike some people who just call me babe.
The next phrasal verb is to look into. Is a more investigative phrasal verb and it means to investigate something. Usually we use it before the investigation has begun and it doesn't have to be a mystery. We native speakers use it when we're going to investigate about the price of a car or a new restaurant, any context like that. It doesn't have to be a murder mystery that you'll watch in a TV show. For example, we need to look into the issue and find a solution. We need to look into the issue and find a solution.
I looked into the ghost background and I saw that he pays tuition for a student at MC State.
I'll look into it. The next one is to get along. This friendly phrasal verb means to like and be friendly with other people. Typically, we use this to describe the first encounter between two different people. And when that encounter goes really well, we native speakers often always use this phrasal verb. For example, despite their differences, they got on surprisingly well. Despite their differences, surprisingly, they got along well.
We're gonna all get along like a family should.
You don't get along with ordinary criminals either, which is why you are constantly getting in trouble.
The next phrasal verb is to fall into something. This phrasal verb means to start doing something by chance, or it's something that you started doing but didn't plan on doing. For example, I fell into my career after taking part in a jobs expo. I fell into my career after taking part in a jobs expo.
The comedy thing, I just fell into it.
I fall into it. It's my little rap. I go into...
On to the next phrasal verb, and that is to work out. This phrasal verb is related to problem solving, and it means, quite simply, to solve a problem or an issue that you're facing. This could be an issue at work, at home, or just trying to fix something that isn't working properly. For example, let's work out this issue together. Let's work out this issue together.
Yes, I love you.
But when you love someone, you work it out.
I'm going to try to work it out with her.
Moving on to the next phrasal verb, and that is cheers someone up. This delightful phrasal verb is used when we want to make someone feel better about an awful situation. This could be a situation that's not so good for them at work or at school or just in their life. For example, a good joke always cheers you up when you're feeling down. A good joke always cheers you up when you're feeling down.
Cheer up. This time next week it'll be chicken dinner.
Cheer up, we'll get you another plate.
The next one is to sit back. This relaxing phrasal verb means quite simply to relax. For example, after a long day at work, I like to sit back and read a good book. After a long day at work, I like to sit back and read a good book.
Meaning that you can sit back and relax.
So I suggest you sit back and enjoy your front row seat.
Alright, it's quiz time. Are you ready to test your knowledge? Let's see how well you know these phrasal verbs. If there are ones you're not certain about, go back and rewatch the video and then take the quiz. For those of you who are ready, let's do it. When her new car, she couldn't believe how sleek it looked. Is the correct phrasal verb A, came across, B, got along, or C, laid her eyes on? And the correct answer is C, laid her eyes on. When she laid her eyes on her new car, she couldn't believe how sleek it looked. Number 2, the manager, the employee's hard work and dedication. Is the correct phrasal verb A, looked into, B, thought highly, or C, took him out? And the correct answer is B, thought highly. The manager thought highly of the employee's hard work and dedication. Number 3, as I was cleaning the attic, an old photo album from my childhood. Is the correct answer A, came across, B, sat back, or C, gathered up? And the correct answer is A, came across. As I was cleaning the attic, I came across an old photo album from my childhood. The next one, we need a solution to this problem before it escalates. Is the correct answer A, turn out, B, work out, or C, asked around? And the correct answer is B, work out. We need to work out a solution to this problem before it escalates. Next one, he always, whenever I mention her name. Is it A, looked into, B, took him out, or C, cheers up? And the correct answer is C, cheers up. He always cheers up whenever I mention her name. Congratulations! How did you do in your phrasal verb quiz? Was it harder or easier than you thought? Make sure to tell me in the comment section how well you did and if there was a phrasal verb that you found particularly tricky. And there you have it, 17 versatile phrasal verbs that you can add to your English arsenal to sound more natural and fluent the next time you speak English. Also, please don't forget to get my free guide for learning English, link in the description and first pinned comment, that will give you the same sort of tips, tricks and advice that I give my students and now I'm giving to you for free. Again, link in the description and first pinned comment. Now you've learned some phrasal verbs, but how can you remember them and really be able to use them the next time you speak English? Well, in this video here, I talk all about how to move words from just knowing them to being able to speak them. So make sure you watch it to maximize your results. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video and want more just like this, make sure to subscribe. And if you've enjoyed it, smash that like button so I know whether to make more in the future. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!